Wendy believes her husband, David, has been living a double life. She found out he was having an affair, but there's more. She discovered he cheated 4 other times and created several profiles on dating sites using different names. And she also fears he has fathered other children. David says he hasn't been living a double life and that Wendy is the cheater. Wendy, you believe that your husband is leading a double life.
Yes.
And why is that?
About 3 years ago, I came home and David was not there. Several days had went by, his phone was off. You know, nothing from him, no phone calls, no texts, no leads, no nothing. I posted on social media asking if there was anyone that has heard from him, seen him. Nobody has heard anything, seen anything. A couple more days had gone by. I was just about to report him missing, getting worried that something was wrong. On my way to work, I had just pulled into work, and I get a phone call saying that he was at home and just got out of the shower. I immediately called off of work in a bad anxiety attack, and I raced home to him telling me that he had been at a hotel drinking with some friends and that he needed alone time. A couple days later go by and I'm at work and he's telling me I need to leave work early to go home so he could leave again and have some more alone time. I get home, I receive his phone and found out he had some messages to a woman saying that I'm afraid you're not going to be awake by the time she gets home and I get to get there. I had later identified that she was an identical twin to a he had left me for her for a while. I had told him that he needed to return my car home. And I had packed my whole house in 2 days and I moved out. I moved in with my grandparents for a little bit. He continued to stay with the twin or wherever he was. I had identified with his relative that he had been seeing this twin for quite a while behind my back. He eventually dropped her, tried to make our relationship work, and I tried to too. We ended up finding another place to live together. He was being weird again. I had found out that I was pregnant again, and we were having twins. After the twins were born, things were going well for a few months. He started acting real crazy again, like hiding his phone, taking forever to get home, excuses to go places all the time by himself. The one day he decided he was going to plug his phone in, the charger, in the back of the couch while he was in the shower. He asked me to go to the bathroom and sit with him while he got a shower in hopes that he can watch me. I insisted on...
Watch you what?
To not go through his phone.
Oh.
To stop me from going through his phone.
Okay.
I had told him one of the babies were fussing and I had to go attend to him. The babies were fine. I grabbed his phone. I found emails, all kinds of notifications of these dating sites that he's on with multiple different names. I found 5 or 6 different phone numbers that were asking, should I delete my Meet Me account? Should I delete my Go Fish account? Are we official? Should I just delete all this stuff? Hello, Ellen, Matt, all these different names that he was using. They were trying to contact him. He blocked their numbers while I was around. I confronted him about them. He said they were all fake. Before he got out of the bathroom and came over to snatch the phone from me, I was able to get one of the phone numbers. I had contacted the girl. The girl said she had no idea who David was. So I added her on Snapchat. I took a selfie of myself and I said, hey, I thought you didn't know my husband. And she goes, I don't. I get onto his Snapchat and he had a friend request from her. I accepted it, sent the same selfie. I said, I thought you didn't know my husband. She goes, I know him by somebody else, Ellen. I was like, oh, okay. She sent me pictures of them together, screenshots of his number saved as somebody else, all this stuff. I confronted David about it. David said that he has no idea how she got the phone number, how they got the photo together. He's never met this girl a day in his life, you know, the usual. After that incident had happened, he had introduced me to a relative that I have never heard of, nothing. We go to this relative's house and we have a little fire. They had some drinks. The relative's wife, David, started an affair with her.
With his family member's wife?
Correct.
I've been married to Wendy 8 years, got 3 children. I love Wendy a lot. She means a lot to me. But I made my mistakes and that's what brought us here. But I also think she's made some too. I've cheated on Wendy about 4 or 5 times. Because Wendy still thinks that I'm cheating, she wants to get retaliation against me. I'm trying to prove myself to her that I'm done cheating, that I'm trying to make everything right. She accused me of living a double life. She accused me of having other kids that she don't know about. She also believes I have multiple dating profiles. But none of that is true. I'm not here just for that. I'm also here to see what she's done, because I think she's cheated more than once, and I just want to know the truth. She needs to know that I'm staying faithful, and I'm going to be faithful to her. Most importantly, I need to know what she is doing. If I find out that she would fail, I'd be pissed.
What do you love about her?
It's everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
If that was true, then you wouldn't put her through so much turmoil. I mean, you're sleeping with family members' wives, right?
I didn't sleep with her.
But she says you did, and that your family member then came over and slept with your wife. Dave, before we even get to these results, can you look at your wife and say, I'll never cheat on you again?
I'll never cheat on you again, ever.
I hope that's the truth.
It is.
And you have how many children together?
3,
3. And how long you been married?
5 years.
5 years. So you got married when you were 18 years old.
Correct.
Is what you're doing like a lack of maturity and just being too young to get married?
In the past, it was, yeah, I'd say.
All right, David, you took a lie detector test. We asked you, since November of 2020, have you had sexual intercourse with any women besides Wendy? You answered no. Since November of 2020, have you had sexual contact with any women besides Wendy? You answered no. During the course of your marriage, have you gotten any women besides your wife pregnant? You answered no. While in a relationship with Wendy, have you had sexual intercourse with more than the 4 women she knows about? You answered no. The results of your lie detector test came back inconclusive due to illegal drugs. We gave him 3 polygraph tests. We were not able to get a conclusive result because he's got methamphetamines and other amphetamines in his system. So due to his drug usage, he cannot be tested. He cannot get a conclusive result. Dan couldn't. So.
Was this on purpose?
No, you know I tried to get it out of my system. You know I tried.
Do you do meth?
I have in the past, yeah.
Well, and a not too distant past, right?
No, I haven't done it recently.
Well, what's not recently? A couple days?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. You're dealing with a guy that cheats on you, that can't be trusted as far as you can throw him, and he's a meth head. During the pre-test interview, Wendy, the subject, did confess that she did consent to having sex with her husband's family member the first time and then had sex with him a second time after that. We go on to ask you, besides that relative, while in a relationship with David, have you had sexual physical contact with any other men besides David? You answered no. Besides that relative, while in a relationship with David, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men besides David? You answered no. The results of your lie detector test is that you told the truth.
Told ya.
Okay.
Told ya.
What do you want to say to?
It's all in your head. Everything you've done to me, you're blaming me of doing to you.
What do you want to say to your wife?
I don't know what to say.
Okay, you got nothing to say. Maybe the drugs are in your head still, and I mean, you're just a bad guy, right? And you're a dumb kid.
I'm not a dumb
You're not
kid.
even a man. You're a kid, dumb kid, doing drugs. Get the hell off my stage. Get out of here. Why anybody would put up? I mean, most women wouldn't put up with a fraction of this, right? You have 3 children. I can't imagine he's a good role model for your kids.
He's actually really well with the kids.
Not if he's doing drugs.
Not when
You are a mother with 3 children, and you have this guy around your kids, and the way he treats you, and the way he cheats on you. And guess what? The cheating hasn't stopped. If he really wanted to come here and prove anything to you, he would have stopped doing drugs way before he came to the show to prove. You got to stop worrying about the cheating and start worrying about yourself and your kids and dump that loser. You understand?
Yeah.